Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, the 24th of September, and it is early because I woke up at 5 and I couldn't go back to sleep, and I took Rosa on a walk, and I have so many things I need to do today, but that whole walk, I just kept thinking about how I hadn't filmed my vlog yet, and I kind of realized I've been putting it off, and I kind of realized I've been putting it off because I really don't want to film it this week, because I like to create positive writing vlogs and I just don't feel positive right now. I feel and have felt for the last week, more so than most weeks this year, and that's saying something. I have felt angry and sad and scared. And you know, I'm good at compartmentalizing, and when I feel that way, I can still buckle down and write and do the work I need to get done. But filming these videos, or filming this video, I can't really fake cheer. Or I guess I could, but you'd probably be able to tell, and we don't want that. But I also know that I go to YouTube to escape, and I'm sure a lot of you guys too, and I wanted to have a video to put up on Friday that was still an escape of some sort, another writing vlog to watch, right? So here's my attempt to put a sort of positive spin on everything, or not even positive, but just to not be overtly negative. I've realized that I don't have a writing routine, and I'm kind of a hypocrite. I'm sorry, Rosa is being incredibly loud with her water. Hey, stop being thirsty. Okay. I'm just gonna wait till she's done. The reason I'm a hypocrite is because I know I made a video, and I can't remember which one it is, but sometime really early on in my channel in March or April, I made a video about like kind of a day in my life as a freelancer sort of thing. And I remember saying, and I swear to you it was true at the time, that I draft in the morning, and then afternoon I can't draft anymore, and I save afternoons for like edits, copy edits, other tasks that I need to get done. I promise I wasn't lying. That was how my brain worked for a while. And then it changed a couple of months later, sometime in May or June, and all of a sudden what I really wanted to do was focus on one thing for the day. Something about waking up and just seeing one main thing on my to-do list, even if it was like write an obscene amount of words on a draft and it meant I was going to be working on that draft well afternoon. That felt better to me than having multiple projects to work on throughout the day. I didn't know why at the time my brain just flipped that way, but it did, and that was working for me for a while. And over the last few weeks, it started to change again, and it happened really slowly. It actually started not with writing, but with working out. I used to work out in the afternoons, and I just decided all of a sudden I was going to go back to mornings. I used to do morning workouts, morning runs years ago, and now I'm back to it. And that's been great. But something really weird happened on Monday. So Sunday, I did what I always do. I planned out my work week. I wrote everything down in my planner. This day's for this, Tuesday's for this, Wednesday's for this, all the tasks I needed to get done, all the words I needed to get written. When I was going to film this vlog, I had intended on filming it Monday and Tuesday and maybe a little bit Wednesday, and then compiling it all today and uploading it for tomorrow. And I did shoot some B-roll of my writing on Monday, and of some stuff I did Tuesday. I learned how to make golden milk, which, you guys, it's not what I'm drinking right now. I've got my black as my soul cold brew, but I've been living on golden milk in the afternoons. It is so good. It's making me happy right now. It's just like milk and turmeric and cinnamon and ginger and honey, and oh my gosh, it's fall in your face, and it's fantastic anyway. But Tuesday, yeah, I had to take a little trip to the vet, and I had all this B-roll footage, but I never, ever set up my camera and looked at it and talked. And I just kept saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel a little better. Well, guess what? Yesterday, I felt worse. I felt way worse. By the time I went to bed, I felt as bad as I have felt all year. And hence waking up at 5 this morning and not being able to go back to sleep. So that was why I think I took that walk with Rosa just now, and I came back, and before I do anything else, before I do my workout, before I write, before I eat breakfast, not before my coffee, God forbid, I needed to just film this vlog and like get it over with. Sorry, I know that sounds really negative, but that's just the place I'm in right now. So what I've done this week is I have completely thrown away my own routine. Every day that I woke up, I did not do what was in my schedule. Everything. I mean, like if I was like, oh, I'm gonna do some like strength training exercise today and I'm gonna run tomorrow, then the morning I was supposed to do the strength training, I woke up and I was like, no, I'm gonna run today. If I said I was gonna work on, you know, the video game project, then no, I'm gonna work on outlining for this ghostwriting client. Or if I said I'm gonna work on outlining for this ghostwriting client, no, I'm gonna work on my book for Scholastic that's due next week. Everything that needed to get done got done, but like every step of the way I balked against what I had put in my planner and what I had put in Asana and did something else instead. I don't know. And I think what I'm really starting to realize, this had started to dawn on me when my writing routine changed, you know, in May or June or whenever that was. Oh, don't be louder though. Okay. She is just crying for attention, so let's move. All right, we're gonna let Rosa get in the shot because she's being thirsty. So what I think I realized, and I started to think about this earlier this summer, but it really hit me this week, is that when the world feels totally out of control, which it has every day this year, but this is one of those weeks where it's even more so than usual, my routine is one thing I can control. And apparently what my immature toddler brain does is look at what I've set out for myself and smash it and say, no, I'm not going to do it the way you want me to. I'm going to do it this way instead because I can. So yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I really have a routine right now, only that I get up and I do things and I write stuff, and sometime before bed, what I need to get done gets done. Now, that actually does bring me to one other thing I wanted to mention, which is that over the weekend, I sent out a newsletter and I asked, what's your biggest writing struggle? And this is so loud. I asked this because I was looking for video topic ideas. I have a list of my own ideas, but you know, let's be real, a lot of instructional things have been covered on YouTube, on AuthorTube, and I know, you know, I have my own perspective and my own way of teaching, but I really just wanted to know, like, what are you guys thinking about right now? What is hard for you right now in terms of writing or being a writer or trying to publish a book or whatever you're struggling with? And oh my gosh, you guys responded and I got just like so many ideas. I mean, essentially you guys have planned my fall schedule for writing topics for my videos, which is fabulous. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get into all of these, and thank you to everyone who responded. And one of them, and this is gonna get its own video, CO, if you're watching, I loved your response, and I'm giving this is not my response to you. This is just the beginning. I'm gonna give this its whole own video. But CO asked about finding time to write and living in a house that's crazy where people don't respect her writing time. And again, I will get more into that in the video. One, I want to say that I know it's really hard in having a peaceful writing routine where you have your space and your time and everyone respects it and you do the same thing every day. That is like the dream. Fully understand that. I have been there and I know. But the bright side of this is that what you're doing right now, like any of you, especially those of you who have kids, because I can't speak to that, and y'all are amazing, by sneaking in time to write whenever you can, and by dealing with all those distractions that pull you out of the zone and pull you out of your flow, and you're still getting the words down, you are developing a superpower, and that superpower is flexibility. Because you know what? As lovely as it is to have a steady routine, when you hear these authors who are like, every morning I get my cup of coffee and I go for a walk in the woods and then I sit down in my writing cabin with a view of the lake and I write 2,000 words and then blah, that's great. But like, honestly, that's not reality. And I'm not saying people don't have that kind of routine, but things get in the way. books publishing gets off schedule, things come up that you can't control, things in your life happen that you can't control, and you always have to adjust. And the people who are too locked into their routine and who can't find their muse when they're not in that routine, they're going to struggle more than you, because you are learning now how to be flexible and how to write whenever you can. I think I've probably told this story in a video before, but it's relevant, so I'm telling it again. In my video last Monday about writing a book proposal, I shared the proposal that I sold for the Kat Sinclair Files. That book, what I didn't say in that video because it wasn't relevant, was that the editor who acquired that series actually, not long after that, moved to another house for another job, and the Kat Sinclair Files was passed on to another editor. She was great. She was a senior editor, so she had a ton on her plate when she took my series from the other editor. Yes, I took your bone. I took your bone. And I was waiting for notes on the outline before I started writing the draft, and she had a lot on her plate, like I said, so it just took her a lot longer than I had budgeted for to get back to me. Now, before my editor left, I had agreed to teach 7 weeks of a creative writing summer camp. This was a 9 to 4 camp. It was in Manhattan, and I lived in Queens, and it was an hour commute. So I was going to be getting on the train at 7:30 every day, and I was going to be getting home at 5:30 more likely, at best every day, Monday through Friday. And I had thought, based on the original schedule, that I was going to have most of the draft done before that 7-week stint started. Well, guess what? The new editor got me extensive notes on my outline a couple days before camp started, and told me that they needed the book by a certain deadline, or they were going to have to bump the publication date back, and was very apologetic about it. And guess when that deadline was? It was the very last day of my 7-week stint of teaching summer camp. So my choice was either to write this entire book while teaching 9 to 4 summer camp, or be late on that deadline and have my book bumped a season. And I didn't want that. So what I did was I got up early. I was at the train station at 7:15 to make sure I would get a seat. I would get my laptop out, and I would set little games in my head like, okay, by the time I get to this stop, I'll have written 300 words. And by the time I get to this stop, let's see if I can break that, and I'll get to 400 words or whatever. And I think I wanted to write 1,500 words a day, and then I would reach my goal. Okay, the battery died. We're back. Well, I'm back. She's gone. So yeah, I set my goal for 1,500 words a day, and she's coming back. And if I say I was at like 1,100 words by the time I got home from camp that day, then I had 400 more words to write before bed. And did I like doing it this way? No. But for any of you who have 9 to 5 jobs who are currently trying to write a book, you know that that's just sometimes the way it's got to be. And I didn't have a 9 to 5 job at the time. That 7-week stint was like an outlier. It just so happened that the deadline fell right there in that slot. And that's going to happen. That kind of stuff is going to happen. The flexibility that you are building right now, I'm saying it again, it is going to be your superpower if you want to have a career in writing books, or if you just want to write books as, I don't want to say a side hustle, but like you want to keep your job and publish them on the side. It doesn't matter. If you just want to write books for fun and not publish them at all, or just put them up on Wattpad, whatever you want to do, whatever your writing goals are, flexibility with your routine is a superpower. So I would love, first of all, to help CO out, and because I know probably a ton of you are struggling with this too, if you have any tips on how you have dealt with writing a book while you live in a house of children, or just a house with a lot of people, especially if those people don't respect your efforts and your writing time and the fact that you are a writer, please, I want to crowdsource this. Like, give me your tips below, and I'm going to come up with some of my own as well. Second of all, you know what? I feel a lot better now that I have looked into this camera and said hi to you guys and vented about how this week has been. So, maybe filming this vlog first thing was actually a really good idea. And now I have no idea what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. I know some words are going to get written, and I know things are going to get done. What order shall they happen in, and which projects shall I choose? I honestly don't know, but I do feel better now, and I hope you guys are doing as good as is humanly possible to be doing right now. And let's hope we have an okay weekend, yeah? And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys on Monday with another video. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.